Hey guys, this is Lala Legacy back with another episode of Air, Minagi's route. So let's jump right back in. The race should be done by now. After breakfast, I headed for the shopping district to make some money. When I looked up at the mint-scented summer sky, I felt my head spinning from its depth. Whoa! What an amazing Onei-chan! Yeah, I wonder how he moves it without the strings. I continued moving my puppet without saying a word. My customers are two young girls who looked like siblings. Huh? Oh, the doll fell over! It stood up! The two girls observed each other and each and every movement of my puppet. Sorry. It felt good. I was getting a good response from them. With this, I could scrounge some money today. Hey, mister, the younger girl spoke to me. How do you make this doll move? That was a good question. This? Well, while moving the puppet, I smiled triumphantly and prepared to begin my explanation. But how should I explain this to them? This doll is a fairy from a country far, far away. They were just kids after all. They would accept my explanation if I told them some fairy tale. I made my puppet do a cute bow. Whoa, it's so cute! I want a handshake! They squealed with joy. What innocent girls. I was glad. This is what kids should be like. I wanted to see the girls' laughter a bit more, so I put in twice my usual effort of moving the puppet. Finally, my act was about to reach its climax. This was the ultimate move I invented after coming to this town. A five revolution backflip I called the Super Moonsault. I poured more concentration on my act. I couldn't just stop moving the puppet at this point in time. The movement had to be natural, and I had to chain the movements together. All right, now! The puppet suddenly bent its waist sharply. Oh, look there! Seihei-kun is coming! Oh, you're right! The puppet flew through the air gracefully. No, will he bully me again? Don't worry, I'll protect you. Really? Yep, you can count on me. I love you. Jeez, you really are spoiled. Sorry. The puppet that had been ignored all this time failed its landing and went splat on the ground. Its limbs twitched, then stopped moving. These girls. I felt like an idiot for placing my trust on the children of this town. I was pissed. Having lost all motivation, I stuffed my puppet back into my pocket and stood up. Huh, it's over? She spoke just as I turned around. Yeah, the fairy said that it's tired. I made the puppet in my pocket wave its hands. I see, what a shame. Yeah, I wanted to watch some more. They waved back to the puppet and smiled with a twinge of regret. Their bright smiles snuffed out the anger in my heart. Maybe next time. I rubbed both of their heads. Okay, shall we go? The elder sister held her younger sister's hand. The younger sister tightened her grip in response. See you, mister! Bye-bye! Okay. I watched them run off. In the shimmering heat, two young siblings ran off hand in hand. Those are really close siblings. I didn't feel bad to witness such a sight. Or rather, it gave me a warm fuzzy feeling inside. Suddenly, I realized why I felt like that. I had been witnessing a scene like that these past few days. Oh well, time to go home. I turned around and started walking. For some reason, I felt like meeting those girls. Hey, I just worked for nothing! I realized that too late. Boop-a-doop. When I reached the station, I saw a familiar face in the choking summer heat. It was Tono. Tono was sitting on a bench reading a book. Perhaps she didn't want to be disturbed. Her body was as still as the puppet while her eyes darted through the pages. The only thing that set her apart from a puppet was the occasional flipping of the pages. Meanwhile, next to her, chomp chomp, a gluttonous girl was chowing down on the dishes from a lunchbox laid out on the bench. She was stuffing her face with what looked like a sandwich. Bits of bread fell out of her mouth that was on the verge of bursting. Ew. What a wasteful brat. I shifted my gaze on Minagi. Tono continued reading her book, oblivious to the incredible dining scene before her. On the contrary, she was probably pleased. What are you two doing? I initiated conversation. Kunisaki-san, welcome back. She looked up and bowed while remaining seated. Michiru made some unintelligible sounds through her mouthful of sandwich. Shut up and swallow your food first.
That was delicious!
Michiru, the sides of her mouth covered in crumbs, put her hands together. It's nothing. Tono took out a white handkerchief from her pocket and handed it to Michiru.
That was really good cooking, Minagi!
Oh?
Next time...
Oh, whoops. Next time, I'll bring even better food.
Really?
Yes, what would you like?
I want a real big hamburger steak.
She spread her hands wide apart. She seemed to be showing the size of the hamburger steak with her hands. I had never seen a hamburger steak this big. Okay, I got it. Are you really going along with that?
Oh, but I want paella too.
I don't know how to pronounce that. She muttered to herself. Yeah. Yup. Michiru.
What?
Do you know what kind of food paella is? Paella.
Oh. You're right. I don't even know what it is.
That's a shame. What are you talking about, you silly goose?
Huh? Oh, what? You're still here?
Is it wrong for me to be here? No, nothing like that.
It's wrong.
That was my way of greeting you.
Oh, I don't want to be greeted like that.
Kunisaki-san, what? What do you want to eat? Huh? I'll cook for you, too. Tono seemed indifferent to the heated exchange between Michiru and I. She was already clearing up the lunchboxes. Hey? Yes? I wasn't talking about the lunchboxes. Oh, you're not? No. Oh, that's a shame. You don't want the food then? I do. Of course I do. All right. Boop-a-doop. Great, that's the 10th burst bubble for you. After Michiru's 10th consecutive fail, I congratulated her.
Shut up! I'll be sure to succeed next time.
She wiped away the water droplets splattered across her face. By the way, that is also the 10th time I've heard that phrase. 11th time. Michiru. Tono called out to Michiru, possibly because she couldn't bear to watch. Hand me that.
You mean this?
She raised the bubble-blowing set she had in her hands. Yep. What, you're gonna try it too? Yes. You heard her. You can stand aside for now.
Oh, Minagi!
Oh, that wasn't what I meant. I just wanted to show you how it's done. I'm good at this. Wow, you sound pretty confident. She stuck out her chest. Michiru. Michiru hung her head with a defeated look in her eyes. Observe carefully. If you do it like this, you can blow the bubbles well. Tono slowly breathed out into the straw. A bubble of swirling rainbow appeared at the tip of the straw and gradually increased in size. The bubble's color underwent an endless metamorphosis.
Wow!
Michiru let out a gasp of wonder. In response to her reaction, the first bubble separated from the straw.
Wow!
Without a moment's delay, Tono started blowing the second bubble. The second bubble was released into the air, chasing after the first one.
Wow!
Then a third, and a fourth. Tono made bubble after bubble, the newly created bubbles dancing in the air in a chain formation. Against the blue sky, the bubbles floated, quivered, popped, and disappeared.
Wow!
Michiru followed the bubbles with her eyes, constantly voicing her admiration. Then Michiru poked at one of the bubbles that floated within reach.
Poke, poke! Yeah.
Naturally, the bubble burst. This girl was bad at learning. You sure like this, don't you?
I don't like this at all.
Here, have a handkerchief. Tono retrieved a patterned handkerchief from her pocket and handed it to Michiru.
Thanks. But Minagi, you're so good at this.
Michiru couldn't stop praising her. Oh?
Yup, you blew so many bubbles, like whoosh.
Was she trying to imitate a bubble? Michiru swayed her body back and forth as she spoke. Whoosh? Following Michiru's example, Tono started swaying as well. That made for a bizarre sight.
That's right, like whoosh whoosh.
Whoosh whoosh?
Whoosh whoosh, you know?
Whoosh whoosh.
Whoosh whoosh!
Whoosh whoosh. Are you girls drunk or something?
Jeez, why are you the only sober one?
Oh god, Michiru poked me with her index finger while swaying in a bewitching manner.
You do it too, come on!
Not a chance in hell.
You're no fun.
Sorry about that. Seriously, this was so silly that I couldn't even get mad.
Hey Minagi! Kunasaki Yukito is such a spoil sport!
Oh? How long are you going to keep swaying like that? Should I stop? Yeah, you should stop. Oh, that's a shame. She must have taken a liking to the snaky movement. Tono reluctantly stopped her swaying. Man, this drove home my opinion of them once again. These two are eccentric. Boop-a-doop. It's almost time. When the sun disappeared behind the mountain, Tono slowly stood up.
It's already this late.
I looked up at the sky while poking at my empty lunchbox with my chopsticks. The curtain of night was showing us glimpses of twinkling lights. What's wrong?
There's a flash over there.
A flash?
Yep, over there.
She pointed to the east. Almost simultaneously, there was a deep boom. It came from very far away, but the sound was surprisingly penetrative. I saw nothing in the direction Michiru was pointing. I creased my eyebrows and cocked my head. I don't see anything. Right after I said that, Michiru made an exclamation again. Immediately, I looked again in the same direction. Wow! In the darkness, a burst of light came forth. Then came the sound of, after a moment's delay, fireworks, Tono whispered as she looked in the same direction. There's a fireworks display today in the neighboring town. Fireworks, huh?
Wow, fireworks!
Michiru was getting riled up.
Minagi, it's fireworks! Let's go see!
We won't make it now. Michiru was pestering Tono by pulling on her sleeve, but Tono only frowned.
We can still see from here.
Let's make do with this place, okay?
Okay.
Michiru dropped her shoulders in disappointment, but she continued to gaze at the fireworks above. Are fireworks that interesting? Doesn't it feel empty to look at something that bursts and disappears instantly?
I'm having fun here! Stop spoiling my mood!
Her toenails dug into my solar plexus with all of her weight behind them. I kneeled down in pain.
You brat! It's beautiful, Minagi!
Yup. They're already ignoring me for the fireworks, huh? I had no choice but to shut up and watch. While it felt strange to hear the sound arrive later, it wasn't a bad sight at all. A flash of beauty, followed by a moment's silence. Is the ability to understand the beauty of silence intrinsic to the Japanese? Is that what it means to be Japanese? How much money is wasted in one flash like that?
Stop spoiling the good mood!
The second kick embedded deep into my solar plexus once more. As the fireworks ended, the sky became quiet again.
Wow, that was pretty!
Michiru was satisfied. Tono was still lost in her own world.
Well then, I should go home now.
Yeah, it's dark.
Minagi has to go home too.
Yup. Why? You have business? Yes, I have an errand to run today. Errand? Yes. She lowered her head apologetically. I see you have it tough. Tough? Yeah. Oh, you're right. It's tough, she whispered with sadness in her eyes. Is something wrong? No, nothing. You're creepy.
You see, Minagi has a date tomorrow.
Oh?
A date! You know, a date!
I heard you the first time.
What's the matter with you?
What?
Take this!
I deftly dodged her kick. You think I take the same kick so many times? What's wrong? Are you not interested to know? About what? About my date. Oh! How should I reply? Act jealous. What's the matter? Nothing. You have a date tomorrow, huh? I hope you enjoy yourself. I averted my gaze. Okay. Tono's voice sounded lonely. That left a sharp pain in my heart.
Kunisaki Yukito!
What's up?
Are you jealous?
What? What are you talking about, brat? Why would she know a word like that? Huh?
Whoa! Kunisaki Yukito's face is bright red!
That's not true! I touched my cheeks. My cheeks felt hot, and that made me even more flustered. It's not like I care about who Tono was dating.
You're stuttering.
Ugh. I swung a fist in desperation, but...
You missed! Sucky-suck!
My fist hit empty air.
Minagi, just ignore this guy. Let's go.
Michiru pushed Tono's back. Oh, okay. I looked at my fist that just hit nothing. Kunisaki-san. Have a good day. I thought I saw Tono blushing. Okay. I casually raised a hand to wave goodbye. Then I watched them disappear into the distance. July 30th, Sunday. But... well, actually, let's go a couple more lines. I woke up to a beautiful morning. The sky wasn't cloudy, but the sunlight felt warm and soothing. The wind carried with it the scent of nostalgia. I started a fire and prepared breakfast. Although I was sick of eating only rice for every meal, I didn't have a choice. Nutritional balance was a concern, but everything was still within tolerable limits. If push came to shove, I'd just eat any edible-looking wild grass and fruits in my area. I may become Tarzan before I know it. I imagined myself swinging from tree to tree. Wow. A barbaric puppeteer who would probably kick ass. I continued boiling my rice. I didn't add the right amount of water when I first started cooking with the mess tin, but I gradually got better at it. Today's rice was probably the best I had cooked so far. I was glad. I held the mess tin in one hand and sat down on the bench. The metallic tin was still hot to the touch, so I wrapped it with a towel beforehand. Well then, time to eat up.
Hey! Kurosaki Yukito!
Wha- The sudden shriek made me spill the contents of my mess tin all over the ground.
Oh!
I was shocked, speechless. But that is all the time that I have for this episode, guys. So if you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up down below. And if you haven't already subscribed, by subscribing, you're becoming part of a legacy. And I will see you guys in the next video.